right. A little bit early, but we are indeed live. What is going on, everyone? It's already been one hell of a day. Appreciate you, sunshine. And look, Jamie, be burnt. You guys are awesome. It's your boy Savar Matner. I'm back again with another live stream. I'm getting ready to share a screen here real quick. Give me a second. I'm going to pull this off. We're going to talk about some great new sets. So today, live stream is going to be a lot of shit talking. Me being me. I'm going to fill you guys in on some things that's been going on. If you are officer or admin in my Discord, you guys know what's been going on. So I'm going to fill everyone in. So over the last few weeks, I have been a very busy man. Okay, I'm also dealing with some family issues out of Texas. I have a couple of close individuals close to me that's dealing with some medical issues. And then we found out this week that my wife, uh, good morning, Sunshine, might be dealing with a heart murmur. We're going to find out more about that here in the next few hours. She has an appointment set up. And I explained to everyone in my Discord, besides that, my daughter might want to play sports. So we're looking at after school activities and everything. My time on social media is getting pulled far in between, as well as my training, me doing things around the house, and then dealing with some clients that I still deal with on the fitness aspect side of things and trying to get recertified. It's a plethora of things that's going to really limit my time on social media. But my wife's situation especially is priority right now with her getting better and things of that nature there. And then I had COVID last week, so I've been getting over COVID as well. So the same thing I explained to my people in the Discord, my admins and officers, the same thing I want to explain to you guys on YouTube. I don't do this for money. All right. I'm thankful, I'm blessed, and all that good stuff. When I come on here, it's just to have fun. And when something happened to one of my family members, in particular my spouse, what's up, random? That takes priority. And so, anytime you're dealing with a heart issue, and it's a possible murmur, they're hearing a little bit of whooshing. If you don't know what a murmur is, it's when the arteries have a problem around the heart, right? When the heart pumps blood, the valve closes, right? The ventricle closes. The right closes first, the left then lets, blood out, and then the left closes, the right let blood in. So it's a thump. It does, shit like that, right? When there's an issue with one of the arteries, blood makes more of a whooshing sound sometimes. So you might get the boof, right? And so they're trying to see if it's when the ventricle is closing on the right, which is what is diastolic, whatever. Then it's diastolic, whatever. Don't get me quoting hearts. But a lot of people, and it's common for us to get murmurs because as you age, your arteries go through changes, deposits in the artery, calcium and then plaque. So your arteries go through changes as you age, right? So it's very common for us to get those things. But the sooner you catch them, the better you can deal with them. And it really comes from just being healthy overall. My wife feels healthy. She's a tad bit a little weight where she should be, but not obese. None of that nature there. Baby weight. Baby do we call it. But we found out Monday that she might have a slight murmur. And so she's been kind of down the dumps. And me being a husband, me being in fitness and everything, she takes priority overall. And then my kids, of course. So my content's going to be a little bit limited over the next few months until we get things sorted out. So I just want to give you guys that update. Now, this is going to be a live stream full of shit. We got to talk about Greg Doucette, of course. I'm going to talk about some Dragon Ball shit, of course, because I had some people come here roasting me about Dragon Ball. We're going to talk about the election, right? What I expect. We're going to talk about some SummerSlam, right? Because Roman Reigns is back. The fallout on Raw, I'm not really worried about, but SmackDown tonight, yeah, we're going to also talk about some football. The Falcons play the Miami Dolphins tonight in preseason. Let's go Falcons. Let's go. So this is going to be a very good relax for the next hour and a half of me just talking plum shit. I put my Discord link. You want to get on Discord, right? That's the Discord link there. And then if you want to come in and talk with me on the live stream, that's the link right there to the StreamYard. Matter of fact, it should be pinned at the top. So, if you click on this link, it'll bring you live when I open it up and you guys can talk. But anyway, appreciate you guys. What's up, Goose? What's up, Random? I already spoke to you, Sunshine, and Jamie hiding in the back there. So let's kick things off real quick. I'm gonna get the anime stuff out the way because I want this stream to be more down to earth than about real world shit. Then I gotta let you guys in on the 5-0. There's a lawsuit coming. Oh yeah, assholes gonna get sued. So anyway, let's talk about Dragon Ball real quick. For those of you that seen my last Dragon Ball video, and this is gonna be a real brief topic right here, because like I said, I don't want to spend time on this too much. I gotta get the beating games as well, right? I talked about Daima and how I believe that Daima is going to be in the super continuity of things. Of course, people still believe that super take place during Z, which makes absolutely no fucking sense. Okay? They went off of a comment that Akira Toriyama said about Battle of the Gods, that particular timeline took place a few years after Boo and right before the end of Z. So now, hey, what's up, Charles? So now, fast forward. We're up to the superhero arc, okay? We already done seen a time skip. We've seen Panda age and everything of that nature there. Now, after superhero, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know why y'all guys believe that Daima takes place during Z. When we know in Super, we know Kabuto Kai defused after Ridge Rush F. So that means somewhere between the Frieza arc and before, in my opinion, the Universe 6 arc or before the Tournament of Power, that timeline fits. And that's in Super. Okay? That's Super. Anything past Battle of Gods has nothing to do with Z anymore. Even Ridge Rush F, which was a Z movie, is a Super arc. So anything really after Ridge Rush F has nothing to do with Z anymore. Because you guys want to fit this narrative about, you want us to forget about the characters in Super. How can you forget about Jiren and everybody that shapes Super? Those are main characters, right? So when I seen the trailer and we broke it down, it made perfect sense that Daima is taking place doing Super. Now, could it be after Super? There's a pretty good chance it could be after Super, right? But the sheer magnitude of Shin being Shin and Goku being Goku and Shin not being Fury Kibito lets us know that this happened sometime during Super. All right. This end of Z stuff, you guys really need to take that vocabulary out of your ass. Because if you think this is going to tie back in to the flyaway of Oob and Goku, you are sadly mistaken. And I'm going to keep saying it. There's a margin coming. It's not in Daima because that demon is not a margin. I don't know, Geeton thought about that, but I was told a while back that we should be getting a margin, and I think it's because Oob. If Goku's still going to train Oob and Goku has all this God Ki, it makes logical sense for the natural fighting instance of a margin lying dormant and a kiddo reborn from that margin to spew that margin back into existence with God Ki. It's just my assumption. So, to all of you out there that came on my timeline on that video in the comment section was trying to troll me, I'm going to say it again. Fuck off. Because my opinion makes more sense than what you guys are trying to throw up out your ass to prove yourself to be right. Then Geekdom went on this. Let me show you guys this. All right. He made a video right here. And we're not going to watch it. But pretty much, always fucking gay shit. Like fucked by demons or whatever. But I want to show you guys something. We're going to skip all this because in Geekdom, a lot of people, I want you guys to see this comment section right here. There was a person. Let me find it. And this is true. And I have said this myself. Matter of fact, let me do this here. Because I just said this in my meeting in my Discord. Let me go down. Right here. Is everything all right? Let me highlight this. You're looking sickly. Okay? Now listen to me. Listen. This comment right here. By Bala. Well, the fuck. That. Okay? That. Geekdom looks sick. Okay? This is never good. This is never good. And this isn't me taking pop shots right here. Let me show you. There we go. There we go. My bad, guys. This isn't me. This comment right here. Go back again. Let me stop right here. This isn't me Okay, taking pop shots. This is somebody that said the same thing. Okay, Geetham looks sick, but that's besides the point. Let me get to the news, right? So the news came out about the screening. Now, Geetham said something in this video, okay, about he believes that it's debuting over in Japan October 6th, right? Right, supposedly, and that he believes that we're gonna get the debut here that same weekend, some shit like that. And then of course everybody got their everybody got their dicks hard because of the Goku voice actor is gonna be there, and it's a free event, a free event, a free invite only event. I mean, you gotta be invited to go to the event. So anyway, all this being said, a lot of people are pissed off about this. All right, a lot of people are mad about that because it's an invite only. It's a free event, but invite only. Now, I expect 2 seasons, 3 seasons tops. And I'm going to keep saying it. A lot of people are not hyped about that. But the big takeaway from that is when Daima debuts, it's going to have a very high magnitude of people that's going to watch it to see how good it is, because we want to be correct and say that it's going to suck, us guys that are against it, right? And then you're going to have your crowd that's for it. So it's going to have a very high viewership for at least the first 3 viewings. And then once people start to fill out, I expect it to either stagnate or drop, but stagnate, not rise. It's going to stagnate and drop. Yeah, exactly. So that's enough about Daima, because once again, I'm not here to talk about Dragon Ball. I just want to let you guys know I told you so. All right? Japan's not hyped. We're not hyped. Let's talk about Greg Doucette. How you doing, Greg? How are you doing, Greg? I'm doing good. How about yourself, Greg? You know I'm going to talk about you, guy. You know I'm going to talk about you, my guy. My guy. Greg Doucette. Been on Mike Israel. He's been on Jesse. But he decided, he had to talk about Nick Trigili, a video that Nick Trigili did with John Bravo like about a month ago, right? About the dark secrets of bodybuilding. Now, full disclosure, I want to fill you guys in on something real quick. Full disclosure before we go into this video. Full disclosure. Jamie, you asked a question? You raising your hand up. Oh, well, you're talking about. Anyway, full disclosure. Nick Trigili said some stuff in his John Bravo interview that just didn't make sense. The reason why he did the gay for pay shit, the reason why he got into bodybuilding, how he threw his dad under the bus and then waited for his dad to die to come out with everything, it didn't make sense to me. All right? He was trying to cover up his gay tendencies, right? Listen, it's 2024. If you're gay, you're gay. My problem with people being gay is simple. If you're a guy, be a guy and just be gay. There's no need to try to transition to a transsexual. And we're going to talk about the Olympics, the fallout from the boxing match in the Olympics, okay? It's same with women. If you want to be a lesbian woman, which I think is hot, I love watching women kiss each other, and that's just me. I'm a guy. Then just be a gay woman. There's no need to try to be a gay transitioning woman, being a stud, and then want to be called Billy when your name is Brenda. And same with Billy, right? Want me to call him Brenda. It doesn't work like that in my book. Be gay all you want, but when you try to force different, you're trying to be something that you're not, and then transgender women want to be women, that's making fun of actual women. That's my issue with that, right? But Nick Trigili was like, people did it out of spite, and all that spectacle shit. So Greg Doucette waited and finally made a video about it, okay? So let's listen to some of this, because Greg, you said some stuff. Now, and I was going to make a video about it, but I wanted to do it live. I wanted to do it live, Greg, because, you said some stuff, Greg, that didn't make you look too macho anymore. This
guy can't shoot. He's got weak.
We know you like to wear pink tutus and dance around. We get it. We understand that. But let's
likely videos of culture.
Let's skip.
I'm going to expose.
Okay.
And so I'm going to watch the video and I'm going.
This is now John Bravo was the one that sat down and did an interview with Nick Trigili. Full disclosure, John and Nick are buddies, right? So John Bravo interviewed Nick Trigili. And you guys, I did a video about this. It's back on my channel. And actually, Greg did this video a while ago, but this interview is like over a month old, maybe 2 months old now. But of course, he jumped on it 12 days after John uploaded the video. Hence the reason why I say it's 12 days ago in Greg's feed. But that original video that I did is like 2 months old now. So it's old. It's pretty fucking old.
Going to expose what's already been exposed without showing you what's exposed because I get canceled. You can't show that kind of stuff on YouTube. This isn't OnlyFans. Hey, now if it was OnlyFans, Nick be making bank. And the comment section is going
I'm not even
going harder than last time. If you want to get hard,
Greg kind of just roasted Nick Trigili about the shit he did to G4P. I just caught that. And if he was doing OnlyFans, he'd be making bank. That's just
harder than last time. You can pick up harder than last time.
We know you need it. You shrunk your balls doing steroids. You know, I noticed that too. Listen, I noticed that too. You motherfuckers that do bodybuilding, and like I said, I respect the sport. I'm not on steroids. I'm natural. I love my nuts too much. I'm sorry. I don't care if I don't bench press a certain number or ever squat a certain number, deadlift a certain number, or my physique never look the way that people should think it should look. I don't have no desire to get on steroids. It's too many negative effects that come with that shit. I don't care the dose size. I don't care if you try to mitigate it. It's too many negative effects. And the only way I would go on it, the only way, is once I get to be 60 and natural aging happens and my testosterone just in the shitter and my dick won't work no more. Even then, I'll try to just use the Viagra to get it up to fuck. Right? But testosterone, you need that for function of the brain and males and energy and muscle, right? Building and just have muscle well into your old age. So that's why when you get to a certain age, the doctor recommends you go on HRT or TRT if you start to have those issues. That's why you train young, set the foundation young, do it natural. The chances of that happening at a faster rate slows down exponentially as you age. There are guys in their 70s, natural, that still probably is fucking. I won't be that guy. 75 and still applying my wife. So I have no desire to fuck with my plumbing down there, my nuts. I'm sorry. And I know that a lot of guys on steroids or come off steroids, their voice sound like a high-pitched woman and they complain about a lot of shit. And that's Nick Trigili. He fits that deal. I'm just sorry. He fits the narrative. So anyway, back to this.
You don't want that? Pick up hungrier than last time. We got so many more things than last time. Get to my website, Code Greg, 15% off. Coach Greg found his next multi-part video series. Yeah. You know he's going to get good material out of this one.
I even went on John Brio and told John, Greg, I'm going to make a video about this shit. Just watch.
Gayer than last.
Some stuff you about to say, Greg, a little bit suspect.
It's time.
I mean, you know, you just got called a pedo by Coach Kyle. We just saying, you know, a little suspect.
Greg says Nick Trilogy, Nick Trigili. And so Greg Doucette, rah, crazier than last time. Rah. Is that how I sound? I see the crying, laughing faces. I also see Greg hasn't been the same ever since Nick spun him around like a helicopter.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, the little guy in the video, the little guy in the video looked like Greg, which is why Greg, I think, in my opinion, had to make this video based on this comment right here. And the little guy that Nick Trigili supposedly did the G4P with, and that based on what Vince Goodrum said, that he let the little guy release all on himself, all on Nick Trigili's shit. And that Nick Trigili just let himself go all in the bathroom. Ah, shit. Based on that, I mean, if it was Greg, I mean, you know, you got some explaining to do about letting your protein shake, you know, go loose all on Nick Trigili's chest. Listen, Vince Goodrum said, man, this shit first hit the fan that Nick took a load on the chest. Some sick shit. There's some sick shit.
Copter. I have no words.
So we're here with Nick Trigili, known as the biggest asshole in bodybuilding.
John, I love you, my brother. No homo. You always give me a shout from time to time. I'm in your comment section, and you'll come to my videos from time to time. No homo. But Nick Trigili is the biggest assholes of assholes out there. If the Grand Canyon was an asshole, that's Nick Trigili asshole. All right, I'm just gonna put it out there.
I thought I was the biggest asshole. Well, at least I thought I had the biggest asshole. After all,
I mean, yeah, you got your salad toss.
the fibers I've been eating, you should see how often I'm visiting the washroom.
See, now you're talking about your bowel movements, like you want somebody to come in and clean up your rectum. I mean, this picture, your salad being tossed, that tells us a lot. So you got to read between the lines, Greg.
It's gross, guys. It's gross.
Because there's nobody in the history of the sport, if you really think about it, that can get underneath
Greg,
somebody's.
you don't give people's skin. You just annoying. Nick Trigili actually got under people's skin, so much so that his channel got taken off of YouTube. We can tolerate you because all you do is push your subs. That's it. And you make every video about you. The video will be like about Sam Silk, you make it about you. So people can tolerate you. I'm your biggest mosquito, and I tolerate you. I think you're entertaining to watch. Nick Trigili comes off as just a cringe lord of cringe lordness. You may whine like a woman. Nick Trigili actually whines like a woman. So we can tolerate you. We just, Nick, he got annoying real quick. So
His skin like Nick.
And so apparently I have more things in common than last time with Nick Trilogy. And so was Coach Greg also a man who exposed himself back in the
Hey, listen to what you just said. I'm just laughing because I think about what Coach Kyle called you a pedo. Listen to what you just said now.
trilogy. And so was Coach Greg also a man who exposed himself?
Listen, Greg. Listen to what you say, man.
Trilogy. And so was Coach Greg also a man who exposed himself?
Hey, listen, Greg. You want why people get material to say something? You say shit like that. Holy shit.
Back in the old days over 20 years ago? Well, stay tuned to find out.
He's spinning around a little man. I mean, this guy's like a less than a midget. He's spinning him on top of his head in little underwear.
God, and look how Nick Trigili's laughing. Look at his face. Look at he's like, yeah. Look, he got his eyes closed. Like, oh, that was a fond memory right there. That was a fond memory. Hey, Sunshine, he got son. Oh, all right, let me get back to it, man. Holy fucking shit. I mean, he smiled like had good memories. Nick Trigili did a video on YouTube where he got pulled down, saying he liked to hear guys grunt in the gym. Oh, Jesus.
Less than a midget. He's spinning him on top of his head in little underwears. I didn't even want to see what I had to see.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna show you guys something. Wait a minute. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait one goddamn minute. Wait a minute. Look. Okay, listen. Who did that look like right there? Hey, man, look at this shit. One more time. Jesus Christ. Hey, look, you can call Mr. Garrison Greg Doucette and Nick Trigilli Mr. Slave. I'm fucking done. Let's get back.
See,
And so it's not clickbait. It's not a rumor. He literally was spinning around the little man, carrying him on his shoulder, playing around with him, having a good time. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
What? Listen, Greg, listen to what you just said. You said it with a smile on your face, too. Listen to what you just said, Greg.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
You don't think there's anything wrong with Nick Trigilli? Big ass Nick Trigilli the size of Donkey Kong, spinning a guy that's smaller than me. I'm 180 pounds. That guy had to weigh like 150. Spinning him around like Donkey Kong did Mario in the Super Mario Brothers movie that just came out last year. There's a lot of things wrong with that. The guy didn't have a choice. The little guy was at the mercy of Nick Trigilli. It's like Mario fighting Bowser.
And I've certainly seen a lot worse on OnlyFans. And so there's a term
Look at
known
this
as
shit.
G.
Look at this. And you keep showing it in our face. Look at
Certainly
this shit.
seen a lot worse on OnlyFans.
Look at this shit. And you see a lot worse on Only. So tell us you watch OnlyFans, that you subscribe to OnlyFans without telling us you subscribe to OnlyFans. What type of shit are you watching? You say you seen worse than that? What type of shit are you watching, Greg?
Certainly seen a lot worse on OnlyFans.
That's what you just said.
Worse on OnlyFans.
One more time,
Around the little man, carrying him on his shoulder, playing around with him, having a good time. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I've certainly seen a lot worse on OnlyFans.
What fucking shit are you watching on OnlyFans that's worse than this? Tell us, Greg, that you watching some sick shit without telling us, Greg, you watching sick shit. See, you talk too much, Greg. I have told you many times in multiple videos on my channel, Greg, to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Greg. You're talking too much. Shut the fuck up. You're basically sitting here giving people more fuel to use against you. And as your biggest mosquito, it's entertaining to watch people do that stuff. But in the same sense, Greg, you can't get mad when people use your words against you. You literally said you have seen worse shit on OnlyFans. So what are you watching on OnlyFans that's worse than Nick Trigilli doing this shit? And why would a man, you got a fine, hot girlfriend, what, Mesmogram, whatever her name is, the eye surgeon? I mean, she's younger than you. I mean, you say everybody cheats, right? Why would you need OnlyFans with something that hot? Now, I'm assuming it's before you got with her. But I mean, if you're still watching OnlyFans, you got that hot ass around you. You got some shit going on with you, my guy.
And so there's a term known as G for pay. Not going to say the first word. Don't need to get
Gay for pay, motherfucker. Gay. That's what. Look at. I mean, look at him. Look at. If I can zoom up, I'll zoom up. Look at his face. He's like, yeah, that little twink boy. I broke his ass off. Oh, I broke him off something good. I mean, look how he just fantasizing about it. Look at it. Oh. Then he gonna say in line, say he's not attracted to any man. But look at his face when John brought it up. He's like, yeah, that was awesome. Fuck it.
demonetized. But a lot of people are willing to do a lot of things for money. Anyone know?
Negative. I have my pride. I'm sorry. I don't care how hard my life might get or become. I'm attracted to women. And if I'm going to do any pornography, it would be with a woman. All right? I'm married, so I ain't got to worry about that. But let's say I fall on very hard times. There's just some things that men, in my opinion, wouldn't do unless you're just desperate for money and you have a weak conscience and low self-esteem about yourself. All right. There's no goal that you should sink yourself so low to do some absolute nasty shit just to achieve that goal. Because once you achieve it, you got to look at all the nasty shit that you've done to achieve that goal. Are you really going to be satisfied with whoring yourself out, doing G for P, considering yourself a heterosexual man just to achieve a goal? No. And I'm speaking on behalf of men that probably can relate with me. I couldn't live with myself like that. I don't care how bad it gets. There's always a better solution. It might require harder work, and that's the problem. A lot of us want instant gratitude, and the sympathetic nervous system, and that dopamine rush. We all want that quick, reward. But at what cost? At what cost? It can be a slippery slope. He's been talking about Kai Green and the infamous grapefruit thing he did when he fucked a grapefruit. But we all know Kai Green is probably gay. I mean, he stripped at a male strip club for years after the fact. And he still does some stuff that's questionable. But that's his lifestyle. He don't hide it. Nick Trigili's trying to act like he ain't attracted to men. I mean, if you're not attracted to men, you're not going to do what you did. Period. You have to be attracted to the opposite sex or even the same sex to engage in sexual behavior. Obviously, there was an attraction there that made your dick get hard to do what you did in the first fucking place. And if you're gay, I'm going to say it again, you're gay. There's nothing wrong with you being gay. It's what's wrong is you're trying to lie about it. Once you do gay shit, that makes you gay. And Kevin, one time, that makes you gay. Women get a pass. See, women can be bisexual women. And men will kind of forgive. They can meet real men like that woman on woman shit. They like, oh, baby, you. Men can't do that. It's double standard. It's just like men don't want their daughters fucking. We want the boys to fuck. I don't want my daughter fucking, but she's going to do it eventually. It's a double standard. That's the same thing with women. Women can fuck with women and men, and guys like, hey, shit, fuck that, man. Hey, baby, you can do that. Men can't do that. Don't no woman want a man that's fucking a man and a woman. It's double standard.
Of a man named Kai Green, you all know the infamous scene of him with the grapefruit. My opinion is this. He wanted to be a champion bodybuilder so bad that he was willing to do that to get the money needed to compete.
And I think Kai Green sold his soul to do that. And I'm a black man. That makes that, I kind of, you wanted to be a bodybuilder so bad and you needed money so bad that you degraded yourself to fucking a grapefruit. Now, being on a lot of steroids will fuck your mind up. But like I say, Kai Green worked at a male strip bar well before this, so we all kind of assumed Kai was gay. He worked at a male strip club.
And so how are we going to knock a guy down for doing what he needs to do to make money to compete in the sport that he loves? Are we all going to make fun of everyone that does something that you're not perhaps proud of?
People can make fun of any damn thing. I give you a good example. Shout out to Alejandro Flores. Now, he's the guy that tuned my Mustang. Very few people know my real name. Savar Matner is an alias, and I came up with that name because of my wife and kids' names and my last name and stuff. That's how that name came about. I didn't realize Savar was a Arab name. I'm blacker than Popo's ass cheeks, and I'm Indian as well. All right. And for those of you that do know me, I'm from Texas. Brennan, grew up in Chapel Hill. My mama's black, my daddy's black. Because his mama's black. But that's besides the point. Point is, though, when people see Savar Matner, they think that I'm Arab. I'm not Arab. And I don't worship the Arab culture. Can I speak a little? Yes, because I was in Iraq for a while, right in the combat zone. But I'm not an Arab guy. But people have a right to roast what they want about people. Whether we fail at something and we get roasted or we do good at something and get roasted. When you put yourself on the internet, if you can't take the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen. Okay? You're going to have trolls no matter what you do. Now, the way I deal with trolls is once a troll get on my nerves, it's like a brawl on your ass that when you touch it, it hurts, or it's like an ingrown hair, right? When you scratch it, it itches like on your face and shit. And the way you deal with that, you ignore after a while. Or you just stop talking to them and block them from your comment section, just that one troll. but you should be open to certain criticisms. There are people that I know for a fact roast me. There are certain websites that I know roast me. I'm fine with that. All it does is bring more eyes to my product from time to time. So if Nick Trigili can't handle the heat, he shouldn't have put himself in that environment to get roasted. We call that little ball syndrome. And bodybuilders have little nuts, the enhanced ones. Then you got people like Geekdom who has subscriber mode on, like Vegan Gains, who has subscriber mode on because they can't deal with criticism. And they want you to subscribe to their channel, they can just ban you when you curse them out. So you have people like that. And that's a feminine thing too. So I'm just saying, it's just doesn't look good.
That perhaps you wouldn't do. You with your cushy job, perhaps making hundreds of thousands of dollars, you would never do that. What if you were poor? What if you were broke? What if your parents never gave you any money? What if they never gave you any love and support? And so don't knock it till you tried it. Or at least don't judge a book by its cover, or put on a shoe and tie it up tight. Do something other than making fun of other people.
I'm gonna go back again. Listen to what he just said.
You tried it. Or at least
he said, don't knock it till you try.
You would never do that. What if you were poor?
I just said, bitch. Listen to me. Listen to me. Mushamuta. I grew up poor. You don't see me sucking dick for money. Nah, I grew up, went to high school, graduated, went to the military, got shot at, went to Iraq, and got out the military. And here I am in the house. I'm a personal trainer. I help people. They email me, make a program for them from time to time. I got a wife and 2 kids. I have post-traumatic stress. I deal with mental health monthly. I have appointments and stuff. You don't see me out there trolling for the dick and ass. The weak-minded are the ones that does that. I want something so bad. It's like menace to society. South Center that don't drink the juice in the hood with the Wayne brother. They reenact fucking menace to society. And that crackhead came up, and I can't think of what Wayne brother it was, but it was the goofiest one. And he say, "Hey man, I'll suck your dick." And he say, "What you say?" He say, "Man, I'll suck your dick." And he wanted to suck his dick because I think he wants some money or some shit. He was willing to suck dick to get what he wanted. You guys remember, y'all gotta remember, don't man. If I get copyright, fuck it. I'm gonna show y'all that part. This is what Greg you said, Tom. I'm gonna show y'all that goddamn part. Let me show y'all that part. Let me show y'all that part. Let me show y'all that part, goddamn. Let me show y'all that part. Let me right here. Let me show y'all that part right here. Let me show y'all that. This shit right here what Greg talking about. Don't degrade yourself like this.
Man, can you remember directions to Crenshaw, man?
Fool, you better get your
directions to Crenshaw. You trying to get to Crenshaw in downtown LA.
crusty behind away from me.
Man, I sucked your dick, man.
I can't no more, man. I can't no more.
What you say to me?
I'll suck your dick, man.
Now, at this point, he had a decision to make. He could say, "Man, get the fuck away from me, man. I don't play that gay shit." But the moment he took it behind this goddamn UPS truck, the United States, the USPS truck back here, and got his dick sucked, that made him gay. Don't knock it till you tried my ass. Greg, you full of shit. That tell me a lot about you, Greg. That tell me a lot about you, motherfucker.
What if you were broke? What if your parents never gave you any money? What if they never give you any love and support?
And look, he put Lincoln on here. We all know Lincoln freed the slaves, motherfucker. You trying to call every black motherfucker broke? We the lowest common denominator. Jesus Christ.
And so don't knock it till you tried it. Or at least
I would never do nothing to degrade myself like that. I don't give a fuck how much money's at stake. If the richest man in the world say he'll give me $10 million just to touch my dick, I would still tell him hell no. Because as a man, I gotta live the fact that I sold my soul to let another man touch my dick for $10 million. It's bad enough when I go for physicals that a male doctor have to funnel with my balls and shit. Or when I go get a prostate exam, he gotta fuck with check my goddamn prostate. Because you're getting close to 40, you gotta start getting those appointments done. That's bad enough, but that's a licensed doctor. That's that person's job. And it's for health reasons. But to sell yourself out for 10 million, my kids ask me, Daddy, how you get this money? Or hard work. I let a man touch my dick for $10 million. That no. I don't want to live with that burden. Probably off myself. Because that's I sold my soul for $10 million. I could never look my wife in the face as a straight man ever again. My dick might ain't get hard because I let a guy touch me for $10 million. Get the fuck out of here. No, fuck no. No.
don't judge a book by its cover or put on a shoe and tie it up.
No. I don't listen. No, I see that cover. Hell no. No. Negative. Because at that point in time, that's still wrong. Because there's money in being involved. I'm doing it for the money. That means I sold my soul for the money. And anytime you're willing to sell your soul for money, that means you'll sell your soul for any damn thing. And I can't get down like that, doctor or not. I can't. I put that on my kids' life and my wife's life. I couldn't. I know me. It don't get that fucking good. At all. No. I couldn't sell my soul at all. No. Sorry. I have pride. Too much of it.
Uptight. Do something other than making fun of other people for doing something.
Make fun of the fuck I want. We all can make fun of who the fuck we want. You do. You sit there and make fun of all these guys on your channel. You're doing it right now in this video. Notice how you keep repeating this loop and putting salad tossing shit. You're making fun of Nick Trigilli in your own little way and don't even realize it. Greg.
Something that's not illegal and making hella cash for
Look,
doing it. And so
look how you keep going back to this image about him going, that was good. That was great.
Consider this. The guy is starting steroids at 15, 16 years of age. He's hanging around with perhaps the wrong crowd, and they're presenting him with certain opportunities that perhaps you were never presented.
So a 15-year-old who knows that falling with another guy older than him. So now you're trying to say he was molested. Okay, he hung around older people at 15 bodybuilding. See how you indirectly taking pop shots at Nick Trigilli? So what you about to say? He was 15 on steroids, his brain wasn't fully developed, and he hung around people. He was enticed, he was young, didn't know no better. Well, in that video, him lopping that little kid around, he knew better. He was a grown-ass man at that point. I was 15 once. I turned out just fine. You have a choice. You have a choice when you get to a certain age. I can understand him being 6 or 7 taking advantage of. When you get to be a fucking teenager going through puberty, you know how to say no. Fuck that. Fuck that.
And so it's easy for you to sit on your high horse and judge someone for doing this when you never had to resort to doing this yourself. How do you know you wouldn't have done the exact same thing in his shoes?
I can tell you out of a shot of a doubt, I wouldn't have done it. See these goddamn comments over here. What you say? Yeah, hell yeah, my child. How you get that 10 million? Thank you, cuz. Thank you. Don't ask how I got my yeah. I can't sit there and be proud about that shit. I know I let another man touch my dick. Even if it was a woman doctor, right? Even if it was a woman, I still have some reservation about myself. Now, my wife might tell me if it's a woman, baby, gonna get that money. It's a woman, you know, she wants to touch on this lady. But me being a guy, I still would have to. I couldn't be happy. I let this rich ass bitch touch my dick for $10 million. Now I'm gonna feel like I'm always indebted to that motherfucker. Earn your money the right way. You always keep pride. Don't ever run away from your pride. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. She said, I'll pay you $10 million to fuck me. I whore myself out for $10 million for a one night fuck. No. Back to this. So this is Nick Trigilli's daddy, who he say he had a strained relationship with. And he waited for his dad to die to come out and retell his whole story, which I think is bullshit. He wanted to throw his dad on the bus so he can be justified in why he did what he did, that G4P shit. But I thought it was fucked.
Judging you on a bodybuilding stage. and honestly, most of the demographic are gay men. Like, your fans are mostly gay men. It's not women.
And so you're all trying to get jacked physique to build the most impressive physiques you can. Well, for the most part, gay men are going to DM you. You are going to be very well.
You know that going into bodybuilding. You know that. You know that when you build your body up like that, you're going to have men and women looking at you. And the majority of men that bodybuild, a lot of times, aren't gay. They love bodybuilding. You have your very select few and that will sell their soul to get one step ahead in bodybuilding. Not all bodybuilders are fucking faggots. There, I said it. I don't think Beast Mode Jones a faggot. I don't think Mark Loveliner is a faggot. I don't think Ronnie Coleman is a faggot. I don't think Jake Cutler. Now, they did some shit behind the scenes that haven't came to the light yet. But if it comes to the light, they'll change my perspective. But they're innocent until proven guilty. You know, I don't think Seth Ferrosi's a faggot. So, yeah, all right. I'm just saying. And they know getting on stage, you're going to have a audience of gay men. You don't have to even be a bodybuilder to go to the gym. I go to a gym. I'm going next week. I did my training at home tomorrow. Deadlifting here at the house. Recording that. Upload all that next week. I'm going to a gym to bring back some footage from inside the gym. And there are gay men and women that go to the gym that I go to. And I know that. But that's not going to affect my workout. If they want to waste all day staring at me, let them. Fuck them. That's them. But when I leave, I'm going home, come home, do what I got to do here, and apply my woman. He can have a whole bunch of money. Hey, I want to take pictures of you. I love your physique. I want to post in the magazine. No, I'm not going to do no photo shoot in a closed door area with a faggot. Ain't going to happen. Sorry. It's not happening. It's not going to happen.
Well loved and adored by gay men. Now, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I do believe that a lot of men, they try to improve their physiques because they're trying to impress the ladies. Let me tell you that girls do not care for the most part.
I'm building my physique because I want to be healthy and in shape for my wife and kids. I can give two shits less about who I impress with my physique. When you get into fitness, it should be about overall health and longevity. Not about how you look and what. Are you healthy? Your blood work good? That's that. When you get into bodybuilding, even natural bodybuilding, there's a lot of unhealthy traits that come with that. Body dysmorphia is one of them, but the amount of food you need to consume to build that amount of muscle. And there's a trade. You get to a point where you got too much muscle in your frame, it can lead to a lot of health issues, as well as body dysmorphia. It's just like being fat with too much muscle. So bodybuilding as an overall sport is not the healthiest sport, natural or unnatural. So there is a fine line in health and bodybuilding. A very fine line. I'm building my physique for health reasons. And if I ever decide to want to bodybuild, it'll be a natural bodybuilding show. But I'm a health nut. So I do it for health reasons. Not because I want some guy to judge me on stage. Or because I want this woman to go, oh my God, you got big biceps. If my wife likes what I have, it's good enough for me. I don't care what other people think about my physique. I really don't. And that's the problem with a lot of motherfuckers on here. They care about what people think. Complete strangers. Fucking bullshit.
Part of having a national caliber or pro level physique.
People think I'm an asshole because I'm just very honest and blunt, and I say things that make people
You're very sensitive and pussified. And an asshole. That's why we don't like you. We all like Greg. We tolerate Greg. I roast Greg, but I like watching Greg's content. It's entertaining. But you, I know. I know. You say some off the wall shit that makes me really wonder. Sorry. Not sorry.
very, very uncomfortable.
And so a lot of people hate Nick Trilogy for the exact same reasons as they hate me. He's honest and very blunt.
No, Greg, you a con man. We know you a con man. We know you lie about a lot of shit. We know you lie. I mean, testosterone proved that. We know you lie. We just tolerate you because the videos you make, the natty or not and stuff, we find that entertaining. Nick Trilogy was just a straight up waste of fucking space, in my opinion.
He tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You want him to be a fake version of himself, to be vanilla. Well, what if he doesn't like vanilla? What if he likes chocolate with sparkles on top? And so he tells you the honest truth, the way he sees it. He reports the news. I feel I do the exact same thing. I give you my honest opinion on things.
No, you don't. But we tolerate you, Greg. We tolerate you. Now you want people to give you their blood work. I believe people shouldn't give you their blood work until you tell us what happened between you and Allie. Because when people give you their blood work, they're giving you a lot of personal information that you may take the wrong way. Say, oh, he's on steroids and may have an underlying condition they don't want to disclose to you. So if you want that type of personal information, you should at least have the balls, which we know you don't, but to tell us what happened between you and Allie. You see how that shit works? And your face tell us that you full of shit. But once again, we tolerate you, Greg. We come with Nick. Sorry.
Things. And if you don't like it, I don't care. You can hate on me all you like. I'm still going to be doing it.
So I went on my own at 16 and was like, I'm getting my own place. I'm doing what I want. I'm not going to fucking have this embarrassment anymore. Finally finished high school and I needed money.
And so think of it. He's getting kicked out of his house at 16 years of age.
You needed money. So going to actually work hard, getting an honest paying job wasn't good enough for you. You decided to go do that other shit, huh? Yeah, okay.
Age, he has no money. Everyone realizes he's poor. And he gets presented with certain opportunities that came about because he had an amazing physique. Many of these opportunities, well, they involved gay men. And so he needed money. He wasn't making enough to follow his dreams, his pursuits. He wanted to be normal.
I come home from work, beautiful 2-bedroom condo in Bradley Beach on the water is trashed. And guess what's
I can't blame your girlfriend for trashing because she wanted a straight man, not someone that would sneak behind her back. And she probably was trying to help you out with a job. I'm gonna assume that because a real woman will help a man out. And here she is sleeping with you, and you're letting guys funnel on you or whatever the fuck you doing with guys. Don't you know that's how AIDS gets spread to women? I'm just saying, fuck around and find out.
playing on the TV?
Oh God, an ad.
And we're back. The team is looking down the barrel of a $450.
My video.
And so he couldn't afford his life. He had a girlfriend to support, and he was doing things in secret, things that perhaps were embarrassing. Didn't tell his girlfriend what he was doing, but he
Sounds a lot like you, huh, Greg?
had to make the money. And so suddenly someone decides to out him. Let's make
Look at this. I think that's enough for Nick Trilogy. I think that's enough. You guys go watch that complete video on Greg's channel if you guys want. Okay, let's talk about the election that's coming up. Okay, let's talk about some real good shit. Once again, if you want to join the stream and want to get some input, the link is pinned at the top. My Discord link is also up here. Matter of fact, Do I have another link? That's to join the Streamlabs. My Discord link, I can do it this way. I can do it from my phone. We can do it this way. It's a lot easier because I don't want to have to go copy, open up Discord, then go to my stream over here. We're going to do it this way here. I'm going to put my Discord link in here, unless one of my officers want to do it. If not, I think I beat you to it. Let's see. There we go. There go my Discord right there, straight from the phone. Put that in there. Anyway, let's talk about what's going on with the election and what I think is going to happen. Kamala Harris is doing pretty good, better than what I expected. I'm not going to lie. Tim Walz is the governor of Minnesota. I was more thinking she was going to pick Mark Kelly, but whatever, right? And we know Trump got J.D. Vance. Now, the reason why this is so important, both these guys been to the military. J.D. Vance was a Marine, okay? And Tim Walz was Army National Guard. I think Tim retired as a E8. And there was a video that came out yesterday. I seen it on the news that they misidentified his rank as Command Sergeant Major. That's an E9 in the military. You have Sergeant Major, which is an E9, a Command Sergeant Major, which is also an E9, and you have Sergeant Major, Command Sergeant Major of the Army, which is also an E9. The only difference is with the Sigma, the Command Sergeant Major the Sergeant Major has a star inside the Sigma, right? 3 rows up, 3 rows down, star in the middle. And then the Command Sergeant Major has a star with a reef under it, 3 rows up, 3 rows down. And then the Command Sergeant Major of the Army has the same thing with a reef, but more stars in the middle of the Sigma, up and down. E8, which is a first sergeant or a master sergeant, has 3 rows up, 3 rows down. If it's a diamond in the middle of that Sigma, that is a first sergeant. First sergeant mainly runs companies with the captain. Master sergeant, same rank, just without the diamond. 3 rows up, 3 rows down. Now, he retired as a master sergeant, so E8, okay? But he never went to a combat zone. For those of you that see many pictures and videos, every veteran that uploads some stuff about myself, I am indeed a combat vet. I have a RIF campaign ribbon as well as a Global War on Terror Service War Expeditionary Medal that you get when you go into theater. This ribbon here, the Global War on Terror Service Medal, is given in time when there is war against terrorists and you're actively, or in a unit that could be actively deployed. So when you see this ribbon and this ribbon, that means you signed up doing wartime pretty much. The National Defense ribbon, where they don't give out no more, is also a ribbon you get when you sign up doing wartime, where there is a chance of, your country being involved in war, which at that time when I went in, America was fighting overseas in Iraq and Afghanistan. So now that you know the ribbons, they have discontinued this ribbon for a while because they gave the OEF campaign ribbons, and then they brought it back. So retroactively, you can wear this ribbon. You have to do either or. But J.D. Vance, I think he went to Iraq, but he never fought in Iraq. I think he went to theater, but never fought in Iraq. He never was involved in direct combat or seen combat. And whereas Tim Walz never deployed to Iraq, Afghanistan, but he supported the war, I think, from Italy. So there was a lot of stuff being thrown around about both VP candidates. And yes, a lot of times people will try to use their military records as a form of trying to get over or make themselves like the better candidate. There are a few people in Congress, some ex-Navy SEALs, some ex-multiple, I'm talking about 5 or 6 deployments to combat zones like Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait, and stuff like that, that if they were to run for a president, get my vote any day of the week. They did multiple deployments to a combat zone, right? But I don't think going to a combat zone matters. Now, Mark Kelly went to a combat zone. He flew an aircraft in Desert Storm. But Kamala went with Tim Walz. Now, him not having a natural birth, his wife had to get the intro fertile, whatever the fuck, and they take his semen and put it in her tubes. That's been J.D. Vance's talking point about how unnatural that is. If I'm Donald Trump right now, and this is me, if I'm Donald Trump, I'm thinking about getting another VP before it's too late to at least have a fighting chance, because JD Vance is like negative in the polls. Yeah, I understand that, but listen, I get that, and listen what I'm about to say. We may not like transsexuals, all right, because like I say, I have a thing. I have a wife and a daughter, and sisters and a mother, right, and aunts and grandmothers, right. And when you have a transgender woman that straight up wants to be a woman and make fun of actual women that call them out on their bullshit, you're pretty much making fun of your mother, someone that carried you in a uterus for 9 months. That's my problem. But however, they also have a voice. And there's a lot of gay people out there. I live in Atlanta, second gay city in America. Okay. Besides San Francisco. There are a lot of gay folks that vote too. And so there's going to be a big turnout for him. Even though he did what he did with the tampons, which I don't agree with, in the bathrooms. Donald Trump is making it easier for women to run the Kamala Harris. Believe it or not. Uh-oh, this is good stuff right here. I've been waiting on this. Hold on, guys. Okay. In about 1 hour. Things are getting good. That's about stuff. Anyway, back to what I was saying. But if Trump want to have a fighting chance against Kamala, they got the debates coming up next month. I cannot wait. It's going to be a shitstorm, right? I think this is going to be better than when Trump and Hillary went face to face. This is going to be a shitstorm. Okay. I think JD Vance is an anchor to Donald Trump. He's not very popular. And he isn't. I don't know what Trump was thinking with that pick, but if Trump want to save his sinking ship, he might want to reconsider a VP. He still got time. He still got time. The election until November. I'll be like, hey, JD, listen, I made a mistake. I got to go with somebody else. You're killing me in the polls. Yes. Okay, whatever. I just told you, give me an hour, guy. Okay. Anyway, yes, he is very unpopular amongst even conservatives. You got Kamala Harris and Tim Walsh right now that's excelling. Then you look at Donald Trump. I'm in Georgia. Brian Kemp, who beat Stacey Abrams back to back. Now the first election was kind of second one, he destroyed Stacey Abrams. And I'm a Brian Kemp type of guy. Some things I question, but like the abortion stuff, I'm not really a big fan of. I think a woman's body and rights should be up to them. However, him keeping Georgia open and doing the things that he has been doing to put money back in Georgia's pockets and stuff like that, I'm all for. Then you got Donald Trump talking shit about Brian Kemp because Brian Kemp didn't want to give him the election. You got people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's a conservative and is run the North Georgia district up there around Dalton, right? That's her area, right? In North Georgia, near Tennessee, who's also half-ass talking shit about Brian Kemp because she wants Trump to give her that dick. The people that Trump are aligning himself with is an anchor. So if Trump want to have a fighting chance, he has to restructure his whole packet. Otherwise, you're going to see history here in November. You're going to see your first black female president of the United States. And listen, you would ask me this 5 weeks ago, I would have told you, hell no, it's not a chance in hell. She's too Biden. She's too Joe Biden. So now there's no chance. I got to eat them words up. She has a lot going for her right now. And I really believe the tactic that Trump is using, he think because it worked for Hillary, it's going to work on her. She's the overly most qualified person to be president, believe it or not. She been in Congress. She was a defense attorney. She was California's attorney general. She's the vice president. She's overqualified to run the country. Hillary wasn't qualified to run the country, even though she was Secretary of State for Obama, and her husband was a former president, and she was the first lady. Her credentials doesn't come nowhere close to Kamala Harris' credentials, and that's where Trump is fucking losing it. Yeah, listen. I'm not too big on her trying to take guns, and that shit still got to go through Congress. Everything still had to go through Congress as a vote. So yes, I know this shit right here is one of those things, but she can't just strip the guns away on executive order. There are laws, and they got to go through Supreme Court, and that's not just going to happen. She may make stricter laws, but she can't just say, I'm taking all your gun rights, because that shit got to go through Congress, the House, and the Senate. There are a lot of Democrats that like guns. I'm one of them, and I'm not a Democrat. I don't identify with no party. I vote for who I think gonna do a fucking job. But when you talk about taking my guns away, well, I can understand taking guns away from people that shouldn't have them. But all the stuff. Same with Trump. Trump can say, well, I'm gonna do this, and this. It still got to go through certain protocols. So that's why you can't always just go off of what they say. I just want to hear Trump saying it, but Trump has yet to prove it. Trump is talking about putting America first and the border walls and all this shit here. Well, Trump's a billionaire. Trump can put his own money up front and get the whole wall did, right? He can come out of pocket and say, I'm paying for the whole wall my own self. That's patriotic. And it can be called the Donald Trump wall at that time. He paid his own money to get it fucking done from Texas all the way to California. He said he's going to have Mexico do it. There wasn't no way in hell Mexico pay for a motherfucking wall. That wasn't going to happen. But people ate that up. The diehards conservatives ate that shit up and they put him in office. So all politicians lie. Democrats and Republicans alike. They lie. They have to stroke your ego so you can vote for them. Now, if Kamala want my vote, she gonna have to say some shit. Like, I'm going to put America first. Fuck everybody overseas. My country come first. Until she says that, I ain't voting for her. Sorry. Because I'm tired of us giving all the money away overseas. We can put it right back to his account. And I'm damn sure I ain't voting for Trump neither. Because Trump is still doing stupid Trump shit. So I can't, in good conscience, vote for him. And I know that's not very popular, but I can't, in good conscience, vote for Donald Trump. I did that in 2016 because Hillary was, but that won't happen again. That won't happen again. I refuse to do that again. In 2020, I gave Biden a shot. Never again. So now I'm looking like, okay, Kamala, say something to get me to vote for you. Otherwise, I ain't voting at all. Trump is on this tirade right now. He's on this lying ass tirade. He's lying more than normal. He's lying a lot more than normal. But Kamala still ain't won me over. She gonna have to say something to get me to vote for her. And until I hear her say, fuck everybody overseas, fuck Ukraine, I ain't gonna give Israel all my fucking money. Fuck Taiwan. America's first. And I'm gonna do this and this for America. Then I help you fucks after I get my country running good. Until she say that, I can't vote for her. Because all you gonna do is keep the Joe Biden shit going. I'm gonna keep helping Ukraine. I'm gonna keep helping Israel. I'm gonna keep doing this. And I understand helping Israel, but it's getting to the point now like, okay, Israel, you know, you got some Lebanon and some other shit going on right now that I can afford to start a war. We can't. The military morale is so low. Very low. Ain't nobody sign up for the military no more. At all. And you want us to go to war with what we have? No. No. So Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's she can do an executive order, but like I say, she can do it at a federal level, but you still have governors that run their states. It's like she's the command sergeant major of the army, and the governors are command sergeant majors of their states, and then the mayors of towns are sergeant majors. They're all on the same wavelength until you get to command sergeant major and command sergeant major of the army. So she can enact that executive order. You know what Brian can do out here in Georgia? Shit, I ain't worried about that fucking order. Well, that's on federal level. Well, okay, well, here in Georgia, we're going to do it this way. We can amend that to do it this way. We have to play in her sandbox. We don't have to just give all the guns up because Brian Kemp runs this state. Kamala Harris' power is mainly confined to the District of Columbia. So there's only so much she can do. Governors have look at Greg Abbott in Texas. Joe Biden them try to sue him for that shit in the Rio Grande, right? The barbed wire fences and stuff for the Mexicans. And Greg Abbott said, well, fucking bring it on. Because Joe Biden had put an executive order that he had to take that shit down. So now we do it in court. Supreme Court came back and said, well, we're going to side with Greg Abbott. He can do what he can do. That's his state. So executive orders don't mean shit in the grand scheme of things. That governor can either do or not do. It's like the abortion ban. The governors can go and say, yeah, we're going to do this here. And they sign the executive order on their state level. And then they get battled out in court with Cumberland and whoever state don't agree with what she's trying to put in. That's how it works. Just because she can sign an executive order, her power is very limited. When it comes to a federal order like that, it's very limited. I hate to imagine what Greg Abbott would be. All right, let's transition real quick, Jamie. This is your favorite topic. We got to talk about SummerSlam real quick, and then there's one more topic I'm going to talk about, and then I got to get off of here because I got things to do. That text message was very important. There's some good stuff going on, and I got to deal with it. So for those of you who are wrestling fans, something happened this past Saturday. Roman Reigns came back, and I'm digging the I think OTC, original tribal chief or only tribal chief. I don't know what OTC stand for. I guess I'll find out tonight during the preseason game. I'll be going back and forth between Falcons and Dolphins and fucking SmackDown because that's really the only segment that I want to look at. Let's go way back. Let's just start off with SummerSlam. The opening match, Rhea Ripley got screwed by Dominique Mysterio. We all seen that coming. That was bound to happen. So Liv Morgan is now, her and Finn Balor and shit, they're trying to redo Judgment Day. Okay. Gunther beat Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship because of Finn Balor, which we seen that coming. We seen that coming the moment that Finn Balor became champion, and he pretty much degraded JD McDonough and Finn Balor in the match. He said, "I need y'all here. Why y'all out here?" Blah 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 blah. So that was going to happen eventually. Okay. We see Nia Jax beat fucking Bayley. Honestly, okay. Well, who didn't see that coming? Sami Zayn lost to Braun Breaker. Who didn't see that coming? LA Knight beat fucking what's his name? Fucking Jake Paul, which I think was awesome. Okay. Yeah, Nia Jax is gonna lose that. See, Tiffany Stratton is gonna get Nia Jax at Survivor Series. You want to tell you, it's gonna Nia Jax is gonna get her ass beat. And then somewhere in that match, whoever's against, she's going to cash in and take that belt. That's going to happen. If not, by the Royal Rumble, that's going to happen. But the biggest shock of the night, and I'm going to say CM Punk and Drew McIntyre to the very last topic. Yes, Braun Breaker is fucking on point. The Bloodline, Cody Rhodes, and my wife, if she was here, she'd tell you, I was sitting there watching the match. And I said, well, listen, they got 4 members in the Bloodline. And all Cody Rhodes have is Roman Reigns and KO. I said, so all those guys are going to run out and it will still leave Jacob Fatu. Somebody got to come out and deal with Jacob Fatu. Well, after the match was at that turning point, I'm sitting there with popcorn and I hear the Tribal Chief music. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Roman Reigns has returned. Don't ask about AEW. I don't care about Shane McMahon, Tony Khan taking pictures. Fuck all that. This shit was like cocaine at its finest. That was probably the biggest pop I have heard since fucking Stone Cold came back at fucking Survivor Series after his surgery or whatever. When he came back and started stunning everybody in the ring to find out who ran his ass over type shit. Which, stay with me on that. Come on, I'm going to zero back to why I think The Rock is behind what's going on with the Bloodline. So, Roman Reigns come out there, Superman punches Sikoa and speared him or whatever, and Cody Rhodes get the victory, and then you get this ominous look. Now, what I'm expecting to happen tonight, Roman Reigns gonna come out and talk a lot of shit. Now I expect Cody Rhodes come out there and talk some shit. I expect a temporary union to occur to find out who is truly pulling the shots in the Bloodline. Okay? I expect Paul Heyman to make a return tonight. I expect a team to be formed between 9 Survivor Series to go against the Bloodline. And I think at Survivor Series, we're going to find out the true mastermind, which I think is The Rock. And why do I think it's The Rock? I'll tell you why. You remember Stone Cold had to get Raw TV for his neck, right? The Owen Hart shit, his knees and neck. So, Triple H orchestrated that fucking plan, and he was ran over. Later, we found out with Rikishi. Well, Rikishi and The Rock are cousins. You remember way back in the day, Rikishi tried to throw The Rock under the bus and said that The Rock set up Stone Cold to get ran over because The Rock and Stone Cold like the hottest thing on the market at that time. Well, who was Rikishi kids? Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Jacob Fatu, if I remember, and Sikoa. Those 4 are brothers. Roman Reigns is their cousins. It would make logical sense that The Rock recruited his first cousins or whatever, second cousin, whatever the fuck they cousins, Rikishi kids, to try to dismantle Roman Reigns. It makes logical sense. He is the final boss. So I'm holding on to that because I think that's going to finally set up that WrestleMania fight between Roman Reigns and The Rock. The Tribal Chief, the original Tribal Chief versus the final boss. Now, I think before we get to that point, The Rock is going to beat Cody Rhodes and take that title. Remember, The Rock said he will be back. And I think that's probably going to happen at the Royal Rumble. If not Survivor Series, Royal Rumble. Someone's going to give the way Cody might drop that belt to The Rock. And then we're going to have The Rock and Roman Reigns going at it. And I think Roman's going to beat The Rock. And then, of course, The Rock is going to pass the torch to Roman Reigns. And finally, right off into a fucking sunset. That's where I see this going. Now, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins is about as cringe as you can get. Listen, if you want to kill a story, that's how you do it. CM Punk is so obsessed with a bracelet. My daughter, you guys will see me wear it. She made me a bracelet. I wear it from time to time, right? To get so obsessed behind a bracelet. You had Drew McIntyre beat. Now, I understand. Punk is back first match. You don't want to squash the talent. But you don't go about it that way. You don't go about it that way. He let his anger over a bracelet cost him a fight. He punched Seth Rollins. and then Drew beat him and take the bracelet back off his hands. You know what I would have did with that fucking match? Yes, Sheamus on his way out. You know what I would have did in that fucking match? I would have kept my attention on Drew McIntyre if I was CM Punk. I still would have lost it to Drew. I think that was the right thing for him to do. But I would have beat him with the end of his fucking life. Seth Rollins screwed Punk on a 1-2 count, right? Punk knocked out Seth Rollins. In the process, Drew screwed Punk, right? Seth, 1, 2, 3, fast count, roll out the ring. Punk get up, Punk is pissed off. Drew still got the bracelet, but Punk still lost that match. When Punk got so upset with that bracelet, it killed the whole story for me. It killed the whole story for me. Yes, Cena retirement tour is next year. That's his last year with WWE. So I'm looking forward for CM Punk and Cena to match up. You know what? It would surprise me if that's not the last match, right? CM Punk and John Cena for a world title. It wouldn't surprise me. It's the third time's the charm. Rock Cena. And if Rock is still holding the belt, Cena can retire as a 17-time world champion. I'm just, because let's face it. We seen Cena get out there and get into a Rock face. Rock beat Cena at WrestleMania 28. Rock dropped the belt to Cena at WrestleMania 29. In between that, they was tag team partners. They're 1-1. Who's to say that The Rock won't do that for Cena? Let him go out, 17-time world champ, retire with his head high. I think Cena earned that right. And it would surprise me if they go that way. Or CM Punk drop the belt to him. 17-time world champion, retire with your head high. So there's a lot to unpack with that. A whole bunch. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Cena's going to do. I've never really been the biggest John Cena fan, but you can't deny what Cena has brought to the table as a fan. You know that, Jamie. You know they're going that way. You know they're going that way. They're going that way. They got to go that way. Because if they don't go that way with Rock and Cena, right? Or at least Rock, Cena, and Cena. Listen, I think that's the match right there. Rock, Cena, CM Punk. Why should CM Punk and Cena have another fight for a title or a triple threat? Remember, CM Punk took his title in Chicago from Cena and left the company, and then came back, and then Cena had a new belt, and then Punk came back with his belt. Kind of like what AEW tried to do. Okay, you still got that rivalry there. Rock and Cena is 1-1. So, and then we know Rock and CM Punk can't stand each other. Remember what happened. Now, Cena lost. CM Punk lost to Rock. And The Rock ended CM Punk's 434-day run as champion. I think that was at the Royal Rumble. And that helped The Rock to drop the belt to John Cena during that run. So there's history there. And I think a triple threat, Cena's fine. Make that happen, WWE. Make that happen. Cena, CM Punk, Rock. Cena's final match for the WWE or the World Heavyweight Championship. If y'all don't reunify them before that time, when normally after a couple years, you always put the belts back together. So, but I think Cena deserves that. I think he deserves to go out as a 17-time world champion. And I think that's the match you give him. I will kill. It should take place, right? At what? If y'all bring back New Year's resolution or whatever, Armageddon in December, wherever y'all going to bring back, or Survivor Series of next year. It needs to happen at a very big event. That's what I would do. I would give that to John Cena. Now, here's the final topic. The Olympics wrapped up this week or whenever it's wrapping up. But last week, there was an issue with the female competition in boxing. And there was this female boxer who we all thought at the time was a transgender. But come to find out, she got what's like the Savar syndrome, where she has the X and Y chromosome. she has a male chromosome and a female chromosome, and she's not hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite has two sex organs. I think female chromosome, correct me, is 2 Ys and males is 2 X's. But she has an XY chromosome, whatever. That means she produces more testosterone than the average woman, which give her the manly features. Which makes me wonder about Brittany Griner. Now, I believe, Brittany, I got a booger. Oh, let me clean my nose, guys. I seen it when I lifted water. Hold on right quick. God, I got a booger. Allergies. Ugh. Allergies, my God. Allergies. Allergies. Oh, shit. Allergies. Y'all are going to see that over and over again. Savar had like this big ass booger in his nose. That's what happens when you have allergies. You know, I got to get my V8, guys. That time of the day. V8. Little mini fridge here. V8. Get the V8. I'm going to eat some more protein. And then I'm going to have me a diet. Fucking, I got diet soda in there too. But anyway, so in the middle of the boxing match, get my nose cleaned out. Yeah, big ass. I'm like, goddamn, big chunky motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna save that for a video in the scene, the ribbon, the scene. But anyway, controversy arose 47 seconds in. The female boxer gave up, said she feared for her life. I'm not gonna even try to announce fucking say that lady's name because I'm horrible with big fucking names like that. Fucking she's what's that? A Bulgarian, where the fuck she's from. But anyway, come to find out, she really does have both chromosomes. Do I think she had an unfair advantage? Yes. But did she break any rules? No. She has a vagina. She can't help how she was born. She can't. She cannot help how she was fucking born. She came out the womb with 2 chromosomes. So she was banned from an organization that she boxed in because of that. But then they brought her back and the Olympics let her box. Now, do I think we'll see her next year boxing again? I doubt it. But there's a lot of people pissed off about that. But I'd rather her be a woman with 2 chromosomes than to be a transgender boxing women like that in the Olympics, because that's very unfair. That's very fair. And that's why I waited to talk about it, because I seen when it happened. At first, that's a transgender ass woman. That's bullshit. But then when everything started to hit the fan, kind of like the sniper that tried to shoot Trump, I waited because it's always information that's going to come out. When you try to be the first somebody to break news and you get it wrong, then it makes you look stupid. It's kind of like how Geetham does it with his sources. He tried to be the first one to break shit, then he gets his fucking wrong and he want to blame the sources. No, he just wanted to try to get the views first and got it wrong. So that's why you wait. She hit that girl pretty hard, man. She like Wonder Woman. She hit that motherfucker hard. And I actually felt pretty fucking bad about it. You want to see Randy and John Cena? Listen, Randy Orton and John Cena right now, Randy might become a 15-time world champion. I don't see Gunther dropping that belt to him, though. I think Gunther is on fire. I think Gunther is on fire. I don't see Gunther winning that belt this quick and then dropping the Randy Orton. But if there's anyone to beat him, then it should be Randy. But I don't see it happening here this month. I see that what's that guy, the Law Wing guy getting involved, and they're gonna cost Randy And then I see a rivalry with him for a while. If Randy gets that belt, it'll be at the Royal Rumble. Then he'll be a 15-time world champion. Then he'll probably drop it to LA Knight. Yeah. Which I would love to see that. I would love to see LA Knight go against Randy Orton. Hell, they're about the same age. LA Knight's like 41, Randy's like 47. They both in their fucking 40s. So, but anyway, guys, it's been fun. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but since I got this very important text, I'm going to save that for a video. Heads up, I got fitness content I'm working on. Of course, I'm always doing some fitness content. I got to get back inside the Discord and upload some stuff that I worked on offline, fitness-wise. Next week in the Discord, guys, I told you guys that came to the meeting with me, figure out what topics you guys want to talk about and put it in the officers chat. And then next week we'll set up a date and get those videos out so we can have some fun with certain topics. The fat acceptance stuff I'm gonna get back on because Anna O'Brien's been doing some stupid shit. She's been taking pop shots at some of us content creators, mainly Alan Roberts, but you know, I talked about her too. So she said that us content creators that talk about it know what we're talking about. So, you know, she's fat, and I can actually see my deflated muscles today because I did a lot of curls the last couple of days, and I can actually look down and see my shit. You know, I ain't gotta find it under 20 pounds of fucking fat. So, well, about 300 pounds of fucking fat. So there's some funny content coming up. My car. Got the car at the shop. Car sitting outside. I'm gonna be changing the transmission fluid. Put some Royal Purple. Well, I got Royal Purple in there. Told me to get that shit out and put the OEM stuff in there. Same thing Alejandro Flores told me last night on a live stream. Don't give me. Oh yeah, hell yeah, yes. We're gonna have some good conversations. Get whatever you want to talk about. We're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna put it up on YouTube. We're gonna get that shit done. But there's a lawsuit coming. Yeah, but the car is shifting a lot better. The hydraulic slave cylinder was fucked up from Ford. They gave me a new one. He put it on. It was fucked up. Took it back to fucking Ford. They gave me one yesterday. Got the car put back together. Was driving the car, and I think the Royal Purple fluid in the transmission is what causing I get at higher RPM those gears not to want to shift smoothly. Okay, so it's not the clutch. So they told me to put the motocroft back in there and run it and see if that will engage the gears a lot smoothly. And then if second gear still give me a little bit of issue for, say, bring it back in 2 weeks, we will do a transmission swap. Won't cost me nothing because it's under warranty because I brought that transmission with my own money. So it's under warranty. And it could just be that the actual gate where reverse and second is at on the reverse lockout, sometimes that gate can just get bad. That those MTA2s have that problem because the way reverse lockout is with second and shit being so close in proximity right there, that those gates can sometimes overlap. It could be a linkage issue inside the gates. So every other gear, though, it goes in smoothly now. The car is not resisting me anymore like it was. So the Mustang is getting back to where it needs to be. And then I'm going to be pulling down. I got clearance to go put the 115 on the car. So we're going to pull it down and make a little bit more power. And I'm going to give you guys that 5.0 content. So just give me time on that. That's what's been going on. But there's a lawsuit about to happen. And I'm going to document everything if I don't get a settlement. And I'm waiting. The guy told me to, go forward with it. But he has a little bit more time to change his mind on what he told me. So get ready. There's going to be some interesting content too. So hope you all enjoy the live stream. I will be back next week with some fitness content and some roasting videos next week. And then in about 2 weeks, another live stream. And then depending on my wife's situation today with her heart doctor today, we're gonna verify if it is indeed a heart murmur. They heard whooshing, so she has to go back today at 4 o'clock. So once we verify what it is around her heart that's causing whatever issue that they think might be causing, and that's really going to dictate my content going forward with how often I post and things like that. So I just want to give you guys a heads up because, like I say, my family's always priority. I don't need money from YouTube. YouTube doesn't pay my bills. My family comes first above all. And so, you know, if you live inside a box all the time because this is what you have to do, then, you know, you wouldn't understand. When you have a wife and kids, your family's priority. And so that means you guys see less of me on here. I know I love coming on entertaining you guys, and you guys watch my stuff and say some crazy things sometimes. My comment section to get me to laugh. I appreciate that. We're a YouTube family. That's it. But in my real life family means more to me than anything in the world. And so they always want to come first. I would never put you guys before my family. That's not me being mean. I'm pretty sure you guys feel the same way about me. And I really do appreciate that. Most you understand, especially the guys that's in my Discord, the women in my Discord, you guys understand. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. So with that being said, I will see you all here next week with some videos. And then I will be back here in about 2 weeks with a live stream. And that's going to be another fun one because the debate be getting closer. We'll have a lot more funny stuff to talk about. And I cannot wait. So I hope you guys have a very good weekend. Go Falcons preseason. Let's whoop these depressing ass Dolphins tonight. I cannot wait. And I'll see you all next week with some video content. Until then, you guys stay safe. I'm out, everyone. Peace.